There are many veterinary organizations out there, but only one is quite like the World Veterinary Association. I recently had the opportunity to sit down with Dr. René Carlson, past president of the American Veterinary Medical Association, but now president of the world, or at least the World Veterinary Association. And we talked about what that association is all about.
Well, let me tell you a little bit how expansive it is. It represents over 500,000 veterinarians around the world, across 6 continents, through our membership associations. And we work on a number of topics. We have a certain number of priorities, but we have a meeting once a year in one of our member countries and cover a number of topics. We cover all species, wild animals, small animals, food animals.
And because they cover so many species, and we're talking so many animal issues, everything from conservation of elephants to food animals in Southeast Asia, to food animals in America, to pets that share our beds, and then there are pet birds and reptiles, and so much more. One issue the World Veterinary Association cares about is the spread of disease between species.
I think it's a concept that veterinarians have been doing for centuries, obviously. We've been eating animals. We've been living in environments with pathogens. We share the same air, the same water. There's bacteria and viruses that are reservoirs in wild animals. And as we get more condensed as populations in urban societies and encroaching on their environments, there's more chance for that contamination between the two, or spillover, we call it, where viruses mutate. And a good example would be influenza.
That's right, the influenza virus mutates every year and can spread between species or change to adapt to a new host. And the World Veterinary Association works to predict where in the world these spillovers might occur, and that helps to save lives.
We have to move more towards prevention. And one of the things that's really looking at that is PREDICT, the PREDICT program. So it's based in the University of California at Davis, but it's funded for big data analytics, where you evaluate lots of data around the world, and then you get fast response, fast results from that data, and you can start to predict where the most likely areas in the world are for those pathogens to leap because of climate changes or the density of populations, or recent risks like Ebola in West Africa. There's certain conditions that make those pathogens more likely to jump or spill over. And so that's what we want to start doing now. We got to look at where the potential dangers are and then start make sure there's infrastructure there to deal with it before it gets so serious.
And that benefits all of us who share the planet. I'm Steve Dale.